Welcome back to this final part of the episode with Dan and Solo. I am your host, Boniface Otieno. So, off pitch, where our emphasis on engagement and involvement of all stakeholders in various sport disciplines is all to ensure betterment of local sport. This is to ensure the discussion can pay fruit or keep taking shape. Uh, with that, how about you unlock your career opportunities with Job IQ? Visit jobiq.co.ke to learn more about the amazing opportunities they have for you. Moving on to today's and final part episodes. So what's next, Dan and Solo?
I played for B Club again 2 seasons. So in my final season ilipata niko 4th year and masomo imekuwa ngumu but pia inaenda kuisha. So I decided I'm going to go back to KU because sikuwa najua watu in the hockey world. Nilikuwa najua watu wa KU. So I'm calling KU and they tell me huku list imejaa na shule imeleta policy mpya hatu sign foreign players non students. So I'm like hakuna shida, let me just stay out for this season. One season nikae tu free. So usiku transfer window ilikuwa inaisha. Usiku as I'm in on Facebook I happened to chat with Calvin was my high school mate but hakucheza hockey. He was playing handball and basketball. And he told me, Buda, bado unachezanga hockey? So I'm telling him yes. Atsukuju tucheze huku multimedia. And I'm like, wewe unajua aje watu wa hockey? Kwani unachezanga hockey? Ati mimi siku hizi ni gola mkubwa. And so I'm like, fanya hivi. Nikikuja holiday, I'm coming to multimedia. So he told me, okay, nitaambia team wakusign. So when I came for holiday, on a Saturday, I went to Rongai. I introduced myself to the team and told them, Majama, I'm signing for you. So no one knew me in multimedia isipokuwa Calvo. And that's how I started playing for multimedia. I played 2 seasons for multimedia. My second season, of course, the first season ndio ile tulichallengea the league. Then second season, a lot of players left. It was a tricky season, but you know, the hardship brings out the you in you, sasa. Yeah, so I had to step up. I was actually supposed to go to Sailors after multimedia, ile marafiki kuongea. I was talking to Mose and he was telling me like, Buda, si sasa wewe ni mkubwa, toka kampo ukuje club. And I told him experience imekuwa gathered. And I told him ni sawa, there is no issue. But you know, funny thing is you never know who's watching.
You never know for
sure.
You
never know who's watching. So after our final league match against Park Road bado hakuwa amejoin. I'm almost getting out of the entrance hapo City Park and Dennis Mwanzo, he's a teammate. He stops me and says, boss, nani anataka kuongelesha? Was it Omosh anataka kuongelesha? And I'm like, Omosh wawaza? Asema Kanaambia, it's okay. I remember nili walk out na sikuenda kummeet Omosh because I was also waiting for my graduation. Mi nikaenda na vile nilitoka City Park nikatoka kabisa. So as I was in Maseno waiting for my graduation, a night before graduation, Kena called me, Kennedy Munialo, and told me, Saddam. He calls me Saddam. That's my alias. Saddam. Kuna mtu atakupigia anaitwa Kimanzi. And when he calls you, just talk to him and listen. Yeah, and so after graduation, coming back to Nairobi, I received a phone call from Coach Kimanzi. And we talked at length for almost 1 hour. He changed my mind actually. And I was actually surprised. Wazalendo. So you've been watching me play. Yeah. And you think I have a potential. And you know, over the years, actually what has been making me move higher ama kujiskuma ni hiyo when someone sees potential in you, yani from Coach Onyantes, Coach Odayo, and now there is Coach Kimanzi. Kambia, I won't tell you that you are the best player in Kenya, but there is that potential in you.
Exactly.
And as I know as a lendo, I know venye wana raise talents. Kasema, why not? I'm going to go. I know it's a big club. I know there are players there experiencing.
How did that conversation with Moses go after?
Relax. I'm not bado niko kwa Kimanzi. Yeah. So after that, and I tell him, okay, coach, it's this and this is my issue, and we agree. I'll show up for training. Remember, Wazalendo at that moment they've already qualified for club championship.
Exactly.
So they are supposed to be entering club championship camp. Hapo watu watakuwa wanapigania namba. Kupanda hiyo ndege watu watapigania namba. Yes. Na hata wewe unataka kupigania hiyo namba. But challenge accepted. So now the issue is coming back to my friend, a very good friend, Moses Omamo. Na unajua asha spread the news to other sailors members. Yes. Actually, I'm friends with almost everyone in sailors, from the coach to even their latest signing. I'm just friends with them. Mm-hmm. Now the issue comes there. And I'm like, e news, acha nitabrekia Mose. What's the worst? He's my friend. Unless aniambia sasa tumekosana tutaongeleshana.
That will be also a first.
Yeah. And I just call Mose and I tell him, Buddha, kimaumana, ilipata hii time ya kimaumana imetokea. So I told him, Buddha, kimaumana, a good place to start the conversation. Kimaumana. Kima amenipigia hivi. But I actually told him, but unaona, the good thing is, sijui when hii opportunity ya kwenda club champs, you just don't get it like Connor Silva, and it doesn't come every day.
Yes.
And I want to try myself out. I know I can make that squad. Alikuwa amekasirika. Alikasirika, amejam. Najua hiyo hajai niambia, but najua alikuwa amejam. Kaambia Buddha ni sawa. So apparently he went akaambia the rest of the sailors members. So imagine the mood on a Saturday. Uko hapo City Park ama uko too friendly, they were coming for friendlies at JKUAT, and you appear in sailors iko hapo, and you see venye tu watu wanakuangalia. I have my namesake there, Timo Obonyo. Aniangalia anafanya tu we I meet with Dagi alielewa, lakini ni sawa tu. I meet with coach Timo, we enda tastaki kuongelesha, but of course they say it in a friendly manner, but deep down you know, because I also felt it. I had promised them and I was very sure I'm joining sailors. But it happens. Things happen in life.
Yes.
And so that's me. I'm going to Wazalendo. I begin training at Highway. At Utawala, there is this period of COVID, so ACC was postponed. So we switched our training ground to Utawala. At least it was closer to home. Mm-hmm. And I did my best. I was just there saying, it's good. Lazima nitameka. Good thing nikapata pia watu wenye wanaku accommodate. You find senior players uko akina Chege, kina Ndegwa, kina Joba. I appreciate them, by the way. I've not told them personally like I appreciate you, but I appreciate them deep down.
Makes me remember a conversation the last time we were together. Time is scored. And Ndegwa was at the, now it explains your bond kabisa.
Yeah.
So transition yako iko aje? At what time do you feel sasa it's enough at KU and you want to move to a different team?
Okay. So I napenda sana emphasize on this point. I was never a defender. So around tukicheza East Africa 2017, I think. Yeah, 2017 JKUAT. That was the first time nilipata contact ya club hockey. Ilikuwa imetoka kwa Park Road. Hiyo time. So they wanted a defender. So walini approach kama wanataka kunisign kama defender. Naona. But me all this
Who approached you?
Jerry, yeah.
Okay.
Through someone else. So nilipata tu number. I don't remember the guy, but aliniambia kuna msee atakuongea na wewe. So nikapea Jerry number, then we kept on talking, kuongea nini. So anambia we come, I insist, we kuja. So but deep down in my heart, me sitaki kuwa defender. Staki, like I was never built like a defender, but since I'm good at it, let me just do it. But sasa hiyo time excuse nilipeana, nisema bado niko shule, so siwezi move out hiyo time. Then the next year 2018 nakuwa captain. So tumeenda tukarelegatiwa. The 2018 tulirelegatiwa from Premier League, sasa tukakuja Super League, washa introduce Super League.
Yeah.
So season yangu ya kwanza Super League tumecheza tu like juu after tumerelegatiwa wase wengi wali left. Umeona? ile wasi wakaenda to different clubs, wengine wakaenda USIU actually ndio imechukua players wetu wa noma. So wameenda huko, we can't do anything like tunacheza tu
akina nani hao
Batesh Lau, like unajua wao sasa walikuwa part of the core yetu, alafu then kina Godi wakaanza sasa kuacha kuja training nini, so the team afu chess wakachukua Mose, una get so Cheloti akaenda wazaa, unaona, so like tumeachwa in the wilderness. So ni sisi tunafaa kuanza kubuild from scratch, though bado tuko na wase pia tumepata kina Roni wamekaa wanataka pia kucheza hizo positions. So tukajaribu tu hii training yetu, tukakuwa pia coach mwenye mimi uko grateful kwake, coach Saimo pia ali go down on us. Akatuambia yenyewe hatuko mbaya vile tunafikiria, naona hatuko mbaya vile tunafikiria, as long as we go back to basics, same na Kagochi. So tukakuwa tunafanya tu basics. I think hiyo ndio kitu yenye ilianza kutujenga. So it reached a time around 2019, season ya 2019 ilisha around November. Game yetu ya mwisho sisi ya league ilikuwa against MMU. I think sijui tuliwin ama walitupiga 2-1 ama 2-0. Siko sure na the scoreline, but walitupiga. That was our last game. So I think I had already made up my mind that it's time to leave. Juu kwa akili yangu nilikuwa na ile mentality ya someone else left so that I could play. So it's time for me to leave so that someone else can play. Yeah, like people had to man up. Umeget, si ile mnakuja game mnasema kina nani wako atawaokoa. So we just had to move out. So tuli move out wase wengi. I remember I was shocked Mandela alirudi the next season, but I think your period ya COVID ili
contribute to it.
So before ni move out, mimi clubs zenye zilikuwa zinani approach your time nilikuwa sure naenda Park Road, juu wao ndo walikuwa persist for like 2 years, wana insist season ikiisha msee anakuuliza kwani ukuji unaona. So msee mwingine pia mwenye niliongea naye like alinipigia ni coach wa KCA Willy ndo aliniambia. Willy actually hata alini break ya down structure yao, akaniambia vile nataka nikuwe na sweep, but deep down in my mind mi bado feel kama ni defender, unaona.
So pole wanajieliminate.
So me actually team yote ingekuja tu niambie nataka ucheze midfield, hiyo team by then ningesign immediately, like midfield kwenda mbele. Sijaipenda pressure defense. So all through hata games mob kuna ile time tu I remember my teammates wako nasemaga Sola kwa na ile moment yake of stupidity yenye anatokaga tu anaenda, unaona, but deep down ile niko hivyo, like ni kama uanze kufuga hapa hivi Simba unaipea ugali kila siku, itaona kuku hapa kesho kutwa itakula. Ni kanivyo, unaona sasa. So nikasema maybe I was built for this. So nikaambia tu coach Willy yenyewe, you have a very good plan, but as we speak mazeni kanisha sign kwingine. But na Willy by the amekuwa best, like ile tunapatana tunasalimiana, good game nini tuka hizo yako we take personal,
mutual respect on how
a very settled guy. So I go to Park Road, nikajoin Park Road, sasa mimi ni center back. So tumepiga tizi vibaya sana, tunajua sasa sisi ni wale wase COVID ina strike tap. Hadi mimi usema hiyo squad ya Park Road ya hiyo time yenye tulikuwa tuna train now Parklands almost every other day, hiyo squad tungebaki hivyo ama COVID ainge come through, I'm sure hiyo mwaka maybe labda tungemaliza hata top 2.
Park Road are still in the Premier League.
Walikuwa bado Premier, because the previous season Park Road I think was the only team ilipiga Butali hiyo season 1-0.
Okay.
That was the only, like hiyo ndo team yetu ilipiga Butali hiyo season peke yake. Hakuna timu nyingine ilikuwa ni draw ama na police. Either you know, like they had a very good squad. I remember nikimeet na boys fulani wakesezi disclose aliambia nimesikia umeenda Park Road naenda kucheza wapi. Unaona? I like such statements. Wazi nanifanya gani try ku prove a point. Unaona? Like
you have to step up sasa.
Lazima step up.
Exactly.
So nikaenda training nini tumecheza. So nikasema hapa alafu nile una feel teammates pia wana feel yenyewe utatusaidia. Umeget? Kuna ile feeling yenyewe uko hapo around una feel hao wana kuappreciate finally umekam. Then same time Abedi pia amekam Park Road, so napiga umze tumepata naye as an opponent mara mob na tumeassociate like tuko in good terms. Then namcheki amekam Park Road, I'm like okay, so now we are hapa at least niko na mse mwenye na feel yeah. So tumekula tizi bana, tuko tunafaa kucheza our next game hiyo weekend. Juu nakumbuka Prezo akiannounce hiyo story ya COVID ilikuwa around Tuesday. So team zingine zilikuwa zishaanza kucheza actually. Hiyo season ilikuwa isha kick on. Team zingine zilikuwa zishacheza. So nisi tumebaki. Tunafaa kucheza na team gani? Simba ama ni? I think tukafaa kucheza na Simba kama sijakosea.
Simba bado kwa Premier League.
Ni Simba ama ni team? Si Simba. Tulifaa kucheza na Sailors hiyo weekend. Game yetu ya kwanza ilikuwa ni against Sailors. Unaona? So ikabidi sasa wamestopisha league kila kitu. Siko sure na hiyo fixture but I remember ilikuwa ni Sailors ndio tulifaa kucheza nao hiyo weekend. So tunajua hii league tunaambia itarudi after 4 months. 4 months zimeenda after 1 year. Umeona? So hiyo period sasa hiyo period ya kutransition hiyo time I remember tulikuwa tuna training as a team mara mob na Park Road juu kila mzee ako kivyake, wengine wameenda Ocha. Hiyo disruption tu ilikuwa ya COVID. So now my friends ni wase wa Sharks, wase wa nini, wa Sailors juu tunaishi Ruiru. Umeona? So tukasema si tuanze tu kaligi yetu tu kadogo tuko tunacheza.
Keep active.
Yeah, like iko inatupea kasaik nini. So tukaanza kucheza tu hivyo. Do you know, I think we formed a very good team your time.
Very strong team.
I remember the time sasa tukaanza kuzana wase wa JKUAT. Wase wa JKUAT sasa wameanza kutuita huko ma friendly nini. So tukienda huko sisi ni team. Tuko tunaua JKUAT like. Hiyo team ilikuwa just complete. I remember mse wa police Sami akasema bana hii team ni complete bana. Mko na kila kitu yenye mnahitaji. Yaani hii team tu iko hivi. Hii ni team already. Do I remember tuko tunacheza Tome huko. We had teams. Mimi nasema mimi siwezi kuwa timu moja na Mose. Dana hapa anasema mimi siwezi kuwa timu moja na Bobby. Naona. So the moment tayari tusha split hivyo, au the rest sasa wanachagua sides. I think yani hizo moments za huko Tome zilitubidi sana.
Funny thing yo ground tulikuwa tunacheza ilikuwa tu portion
kadogo. But after some 1 month hivi ilikuwa ni grawe ina attracted wase wa USIU. I remember lao alikuja several times kina Yujo Boka like ikakuwa ni famous wase wanajua Sunday place fulani Ruiru wase wanacheza hockey. Unaona like ikakuwa that serious kina Makori everyone. So Sundays ilikuwa ni derby huko tunacheza nini, then tukaanza kwenda JKUAT sasa. So from JKUAT ndo nikaacha kucheza kama defender. Like hiyo kucheza huko ikanifanya nikaanza sasa kucheza full time kama forward ama attacking midfielder. Yeah. Ever since sijaikuwa so comfortable kucheza defense. Hadi hata ligi iliporudi nilikuwa nimepangwa defense, okay, yeah, niko na hizo basics naweza fanya kila kitu but deep down niko na hiyo ajia. Yeah, you una hold your ball extra yenye of course imencost mara kadhaa. Una hold your ball extra but niyo time ulikuwa una train, you never trained as a defender. Na pia kwa akili yako iko mindset when you defender. No. So unajipata sometimes niko off position nini. So tukakula shoka. Tukarudi Super League sasa. And sikuwa na expect itakuwa that rough like turudi hivyo vibaya. So some players of course left. But sasa mi deep down bado naambiaga Jerry, bana mi munipeleke tu huko mbele from midfield kwenda mbele. But the good thing Jerry agrees. Anasema so like cheza huko mbele anaweza win hizo ball from huko juu. Yeah, from huko kwenda mbele. So that's why season nimekuwa forward.
This season wameona the fruits.
Inabidi.
The guy is scoring goals.
So we are almost at the end. So maybe to take to a slight break, we have some light moments. Takani wapatie some names or coaches, and then you using one word describe what you feel about these people. Okay. I think watemko conversant na Onyi coach Onyi. So maybe tuanze nawe Dan, then tusikie from Solo. What do you think of coach Onyi?
Brilliant.
A dad.
Haya, coach Kimanzi. Tuanze decide when ndio maybe uje nini naye kidogo.
Yeye ni opponent. Tulibile but ananisoundiaga kwa mse ako na cool head.
Na cool head. Yeah. Dan.
I have a lot of words to describe him, but let me say he's a mentor. He's a mentor.
Yeah. Coach Wawa. Say
ambitious.
Dan.
Good soul.
Coach Willie from KCA. Dan.
Coach Willie. Wow.
I'd say he's a technician.
Yeah. And then finally Coach Senge.
Opponent.
Guardiola.
Let's move maybe to clubs. Chess. Solo.
Only describe chess.
Like one. Yeah. What
chess is like I feel like chess is like a community.
Unity.
Park Road. Dan.
Hard work.
Solo.
Teammates.
Wazalendo.
Way.
Solo.
Same. Okay, let me just say Wazalendo mina feeling ni underperform. They have a lot of good talents. They have everything.
Yes.
Yeah, but to some reasons one underperform. That's what I can say.
Are you joining Wazalendo anytime? Solo.
Okay. See, ni keep it to myself. As a respect to my current club.
Understandable. As safe. Dan Wazalendo.
World class.
But
then I can add, but they haven't realized it yet.
Finally, KU.
Wow. Home.
I'd say home.
Home also. Yeah. For players, Omamo.
Woza.
That is Solo.
For Mama, I'll say maybe a mule.
A mule.
Yeah.
Munalo Kennedy. Solo.
Intelligent. That guy is intelligent.
Dan.
Master.
Ayub. Dan.
Age-wise, I'd say a dad, but age-wise, okay, we are not looking age-wise, but I'd say a dad. I know we've come from very far.
Okay, me does describe Ayub kama no pressure player, like msemoye tu yako hapo kujinais. The results azimshtui. Win ama lose. Kosa.
Then let's move on to some of the challenges. Toughest team umeface or toughest team una feel all the time inaweza kulemea. Solo.
Toughest teams zenye nimewahi face, I'd say Kenya Police. Watakubonda, watakupiga, watakukata, like wako na hizo vitu zote. Yeah.
Done.
I'll go international and say Tairat.
From your experience
from my experience outside, I'd say Tairat, the Egyptian team. Man, those people. You're trying to keep up, but they are doing something that excites you.
Something extra all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Toughest players then. Sat down.
Kena.
Yeah.
Me, my toughest opponent mwenye ni my face. Mwenye like naweza sema sijai get the better of him na battles mingi. I'd say nani? Okay, nimeface wase wengi as a defender. As a defender naweza sema it's a tough one, but I'll go with Mutira. George jue chess bado alili school
Same,
Butali
same.
bado yeah like huo ni mzee mwenye ni ngumu kumunderstand.
Okay.
Yeah.
What maybe sasa what drives you bado? Tumesikia all the statements umekuwa nayo from the past to the present. Nini bado ina kudrive right now to keep on playing, to keep on kutaka kuwa bet Solo?
To me hockey is my escape plan to a lot of things. Yeah, like hockey is my psychiatrist. Yeah, I might be going a lot but nikifika grao all those shades ziko hapo kwa grao. Like grao inakuja kunilevelisha. Yeah, training game nini like nafikaga game nasema I've already seen enough uko nje. So this is my time yenye nafaa kuenjoy. Yeah, so you'll always see me smiling kwa grao nini unless kama ni some incidents fry.
Wango kuna hizo pia.
Yeah, ziko. Everyone does.
Yeah. Of course, moment of madness lazima. Dan, what keeps you going on your end?
So since childhood I was always an outdoor person. Mi ni ule the playful wanafaa kuwa tu nje. And now finding a space yenye uko nje and you realize like it's I'd say hidden talent. I didn't know, hata ungeniuliza singekuambia ati nitaicheza kitu kaa hockey. But then you arrive at that scene and you find I can offer something.
Yes.
So it keeps me going. Then I also like the fact that there are people, some people young, I don't even know them, that look up to me. I get inboxes hata kwa Instagram, I don't know, people using funny names. And they say, hey Buddha, sijui nasikia hockey inachezwa wapi, tunaweza fanya nini na nini. And you just give them an advice, you don't even know them, profile pic yao probably hata hujaiona. And you say, that's a soul I've mentored.
Kumbe there's someone looking at what
There's
you're
someone
doing
looking,
and
yeah.
actually taking good notes about that.
Yeah.
In the near future, sasa, what do you have planned? Ama where do you see yourself moving with the sport? Coaching, refereeing, what's the plan in the near future?
I think I'm still a player.
Yes.
In the near future, I'm still a player. Probably ahead, I'm going to be a coach. Probably. Yeah, but I'm still a player. I still have a lot to offer.
I'd say same. I still feel like, mi upenda kuacha impact mahali. So
Yeah.
I still want to play. I feel niko na some 4 years mbele maybe za kucheza active hockey. Then from there, nitakuwa fan, of course, but maybe later naweza kwa maybe umpire ama nikwe coach, but mostly more of a team manager.
Okay.
Yeah, see coaching.
And now maybe school-wise, work-wise, anything that you are planning or you want to work on also? Tuanze Solo then.
Okay. I'm thinking in the near future nitakuwa msee wa animation. Yeah, that's something I've been in love with since back then, creator. So I wanted to try content creation, but I realized I have to show my face. People have to know, like, I'm not someone for the cameras and stuff. So naseti niko shy, like it comes with some pressure. Yeah.
I can testify he's not shy.
Yeah, so yeah, so naweza sema maybe animation and editing
And
stuff.
editing.
Yeah.
Okay. On your end, Obonyo.
So me, probably in the far future, I'll get into politics. It's one of the reasons I took political science, only that whatever we learn academic-wise is not actually what is portrayed by our politicians.
It's not.
On your look. Currently,
we know.
currently I'm doing HR, human resource management. It's mainly, HR mainly involves dealing with the people.
Yes.
So in as much as I know, I won't say I'm bad socially. I know how to socialize with people, but education-wise, it's helping me know how to, let me say, corporate socialization. Yeah, so, and I also have businesses in mind. Yeah, I have businesses in mind. The goal is to make it in the long run.
Definitely, whatever means, as long as you put in the work, it should pay back. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Probably then at this particular point, as you've said, a lot of young guys are looking at you. The guys you know, some of them you might not know. So at this particular time, what are some of these lessons or inspiration that you might want to give these young players who will be watching this, or who will listen to this, or who are already watching you play?
There is no shortcut to it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to train. Believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. No matter what anyone says, believe in yourself. If you believe you can do it, then you can do it. But remember to work hard. Yeah.
What I'd say, and I always say it at a training, wambia jana, like, respect time. Time is very important. Nothing can just, it's not a mushroom like in a grow overnight. Give it time. You might think you are there, then you're not. I get. So, wajipe tu time. Itafika place they'll be playing hockey yenye hata they never imagined they'll be playing. Na watakuwa na. Then another thing pia, they should also pia portray like po huku nje. Yeah, it's not easy to succeed kwa uwanja kama huku nje you are not successful.
Right,
yeah.
Okay. The season is going on. I'm sure every one of you has already tested the back of the net. Anticipation too for the rest of the season, for your respective clubs, and ata for yourself, targets gani do you have, and how are you seeing that playing out?
So club objective, the main, as we were having a club meeting in the beginning of the season, I told them my personal objective is to play in the club championships again. And I believe we share that across all the teammates.
Yeah.
Personally, to my opponents, stay woke. I'm coming. Na nakuja kwa ubaya. Si siri. Yeah. Expectation for the club, I expect us to have a high finish. Yeah. As I told you, I described Wazalendo as world class. Mm-hmm. And said probably we have not realized it yet. If you see, our squad has a lot of young players. We have 19-year-olds and 20. Watoto. You know, people see Wazalendo, how we play, and they say, he experience wamegather.
And the names. So
we have children. We have Matthew. We have Bontu. We have Alan. People.
That's when I'm underperforming.
And they don't know their ability yet. I'd say that.
I'm also glad these are people who grow all the way through the ranks. So again, that's really amazing.
But as seniors, we are there to keep encouraging them and to offer them the support.
Okay.
Yeah.
As for me, my goal this season as a team is to get the club where it belongs, the Premier. Yeah, we need to get there and stay there. On a personal objective, I'd say 15 plus is not bad. 15 to 20, then mwenye atani beat kwa hiyo
15 plus what?
Goals. Hurricane.
Yeah. The name is manifesting now. Okay.
Yes, yeah, like mimi target yangu personally as I feel like I owe my grandmother a lot of gratitude.
Okay.
She's no longer there, but if I finish as a top scorer this season, I'll feel so happy.
Dedicate that to her.
To her.
Okay.
Yes.
I know you can't talk about other teams, but already you've seen the Premier League clubs play, the Super League clubs play, or even the Women's Super League Premier League side play. Any team that has stood out to you, or anything that has interested you so far from what you've seen in the Kenya Hockey League so far this year?
Hey, as for me, first of all, this team ni kama one walituendea. There's this team called Strathmore. I wish we could be playing Strathmore week in, week out, just so that we can beat them, then end the chapter. Yes. Strathmore has beaten, since I joined Wazalendo, last season they beat us home, away, and in a tournament. This season, they've already beaten us at home, and I was very psyched. That's the game I got a score. I was very psyched, and I told these people, we have to break this curse.
Yes.
But I think they are, in terms of fitness And the reason why I called Senge Guardiola is in terms of structure. I think that's a team that maintains its structure. It has a structure and inaitwa textbook.
They trust him.
Yeah. Then there's a team called Western Jaguars. See you soon. Very fit team.
Okay.
Very promising team.
Hope you will be back to full fitness.
Hopefully I'll be fit for that game.
Yeah, that's in the Premier League. Super
Yeah.
League.
Super League.
Women Premier League. Anything. you
Super
know.
League, I'm still affiliated to... I have a lot of affiliations in Super League. I'm affiliated to Multimedia and KU. Remember that. Then, so I'm wishing them the best. Then I'm a member of Wazalendo. And I love the Masters team. And I know their potential.
Yes.
Then there's a team called Park Road. Wow.
Tuliwapiga.
Abedi. Solo. Ni sawa. All the best. May the best team win. May the best team win. But if Wazalendo Masters beats you, then I'm cheering for Wazalendo Masters.
Okay.
But may the best team win.
Yes.
For the ladies, I can't say much.
There's been a lot of changes in
There's
that.
been a
league
lot
right
of
now.
changes.
I'm feeling in the top 4, Blazers, Lakers, Strathmore, and then
Amira is also
Amira is
showing
also
something this
a lot of
season.
potential. So
Gili.
how are you guys seeing that play out?
This season will be tough in the Premier. I think KU should also just step up. They have the potential. They just don't know it yet.
I feel the stage fright might be contributing to it a lot because I feel those ladies are really playing really hard. So the Titans, big shout out, and hope you guys can pull together real well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your
Sorry,
fans
Dan.
out there.
Yes. Solonio and Premier, Super League, and the Women League.
Okay, I'll start with the Premier League ladies. I have a strong admiration for Lakers. Lakers is like the old vultures, the togetherness, the fight in them. Like they take every game as a final. So I really admire Lakers and I wish them all the best.
Okay.
For Premier, I wish I was there for Premier League men, but for some reasons I'm not there.
Okay.
But I'd say timu yenye nakaa iko so nini, I'd say okay, I also admire Wazalendo. Like I see the way they play, wako na hiyo potential. That's why now it underperformance. Like
you expect more.
Every position unakuta wako na se kama wawili and all of them are good kwa hizo positions zao. So sijui kwa nini wana lose ama kwa nini wako place wana draw nini. I also say Butali wako sawa. Like it's a team yenye na feel wako na a lot of potential here, but as much as kuna the aging out and stuff, they can still do it. Yeah, so for the two, maybe I'll pick Butali number 1 and maybe Wazalendo number 2. Or swap the positions.
Depending.
Yeah, for the Super League.
Competition back to you, Dan, to decide.
Yeah. Yeah. For the Super League ladies, I'd say JQuat hao ladies wako sawa.
Okay.
Like yeah.
I've not had a chance to see them
Yeah,
play.
like wamecheza hivyo for some time, so I think they have a chance. They have a chance this time.
Okay.
For the men is just Park Road and others.
Yeah.
Love
the confidence.
Yeah, unaona ile kale kasuo kale kamimka yule ripa ile enda na kila mlango
Door
to door. Yeah, and funny part MMU ni next. So
another good thing, Dan, we get to watch some of these matches together, so we'll just hold him accountable.
Okay, you see now I have a testament. The last game tukicheza na waza yao, I told his friend sitamwambia
you will score him.
Mwambia nitampiga bao 2.
You said it. I heard that. You said it.
Na nili screenshot akaona. So MMU labda 1 ama 2 ni sawa.
Okay. At least target yako ya 15 is right on track. So right about now, maybe any last words you feel that we touch on, and then shout outs to people who will be watching, friends, family, wives, girlfriends,
Wives.
kids.
Can we start with King Solomon.
The name befits him, so let's start there.
Hii jina ni kama na US. So okay, mi naweza sema like I also have this desire like maybe one day tutashare pitch na Dan kama teammates as opposed to kwa opponents most of the times, and maybe Mose pia like we can share like your one last time na get because we are not here for long. Get pia ka itakuwa possible maybe in managerial pia itakuwa sawa. Unaona,
It's still being in the same
yeah
team.
it's still on the line, it's still being on the same team, but and another thing pia naweza sema like we should take this hockey so serious. Mimi hadi when train tu hapa Kayumi waambia wao wase vile tu unacheza hapa grao hivyo ndio pia una treat maisha yako huko nje. It has to matter. If it doesn't matter, stay at home. There are a lot of things that you can do at home. So for the shout outs, I'll say I'd like to shout out to all my teammates currently. I love them, and maybe if the time comes yenye kila msee anafaa kwenda his own way, I hope they don't keep it kwa raw, because from the deepest point of my heart nawapenda. That's why this season nimestay na wao despite kupata several other offers and stuff. And my friends, of course, I lazima niwa shout out. Imekuwa actually siku ile nyuma ni siku ya wazalendo na Strathmore. You see like I was caught up in some family stuff, then nikiwa huko nasikia Dana ameka kitu. Baadaye nilikuwa natamani niko hapo hiyo moment. Yani niko hapo kwa hiyo moment. Juu zangu zote zenye nimefunga amekuwa hapo, umeona like, so I'll make it up to you. Ufunge regularly. So in quick recovery pia. So another thing pia naweza shout out pia, I can shout out to my father. He is my number one fan. Actually, wase wengi wajuagio, but whenever he calls me, he asks me mmecheza. Ama hata saa ingine tumepigwa, ananiambia najua mmeshinda na ngapi, but deep down tumepigwa kama 4 hivi, but usemi, unaona. I wish apate some good health pia. I live long enough, one day nitamleta City Park. To my girlfriend pia, she's also my fan. Siwezi sema vitu mingi sana.
This time is for keeps. Good stuff.
Yes.
Go on.
Yani umetrack back ile nini kianza.
Akorada.
Sawa.
Mtajalia heartbreak hivyo to me before, so I'm glad kuna mtu. And then the same thing tena. I think before season yanze we are also talking, and you are very down about the possibility how your team will look like this season. So again, I feel happy you are uko content now. And you umewapenda vile umestate. It means then there's something good mnafanya as a team, and
I like actually napenda moments zetu kwa dressing room. Tunaweza fika grao waseone wa jamaa wamekuwa wakifanya nini huko, but that dressing room is lit. Sijai kuwa dressing room iko hivyo so far. The jokes na wase wa take personal, then ikifika time ni serious, watu wako serious. Shout out to Godi pia. Kina Jerry wote wase Brayo.
It's showing in the pitch, so I wish to all the best.
Okay.
Niko uwanja. Social media for wale watu wanaweza taka some of these services, animation, editing, all of that, you can also just let us know ndio tuweze kujua vile tunaweza kureach.
Currently there was a time I was working on a website, but bado sijamalizana nazo, so I'm not deep into social media sana. But nitashare tu baadaye.
Okay. Alright, in case mtu may reach out for any of those services, also to make sure to direct your way.
I'll appreciate.
Okay.
Itakuwa na discount.
Lazima. Hi, done on your end, shout outs, family members, last words, and maybe just where we can reach you.
So let me first be negative. It's negative and positive at the same time. To any union member watching, please treat us seriously. Just that. It starts from the facilities. Then to the players, be passionate about what you are doing. You treat the sport serious and it will treat you seriously. We have to take it as sportsmen. We are doing this for fun, of course. Hockey is not paying people in Kenya, but we are still taking it. So when we are out in the fields, watch out for your friends' safety. These are your friends. In as much as in the 60 minutes they may be your opponents, they are still your friends out there. We all need each other in this society. So take care of each other.
Tell your guy.
I will. Alano umesikia hiyo. Yeah, and just take the sport seriously. Then shout out to my teammates. Wazawezo is a name we got from Ghana, from the GRA ladies. So big up to you've been told we are underperformance. It means people have expectations for us. High expectations for us. Let's show them what we can do. And we start from Jaguars. Then to my coaches since high school, Coach Frank Odayo, Coach Rafael Otieno, Coach Onyantes Woli, Coach Fidelis Kimanzi. Big up. You people have made me who I am. Then I also share a dream of playing alongside Solo. Ntakuita tu Solo. Solo, Mose, and Abedi. I don't know how that dream will happen, but I have a dream. I have a dream. So, shout out to each and every hockey player too out there. Bana, do what you do and do it well.
Thank you, gentlemen, for having this conversation. As I said before, the recording starts with us planning to take an hour. Then we end up 1 hour, 40 minutes down the line still having this conversation. Mind you, we are only skimming through the conversation. So throughout the season and the next, we hope several times I will call on you guys to discuss on progress as individual and as your teams, so as to figure out how we develop as players, how we keep the friendships on the field to help with development mentality out of the field. Thank you for listening to this conversation. The request still remains. Please share the work, share your thoughts. Remember also to follow and turn on your notification on our social media platform for conversations such as this with some others of your favorite players in the hockey scene. In the future, or already, we are looking at other sports discipline like volleyball, rugby, football.
Yeah, terrible football.
Okay, Solo. Okay. At this particular point, follow Off Pitch Africa on Instagram, YouTube, and all your favorite broadcast platform. Remember to share and comment. Stay tuned to new episode every other week. Our next episode is almost ready. We'll be having Miriam Mwangi, hockey player, KU Ladies, also known as the Titan.
Hello, I am Miriam Mwangi, field hockey player for Kenyatta University hockey women's team for my Dream 11. Okay.
Goalkeeper, sorry.
Okay, for the goalkeeper, I think I'd pick Alice from Blazers.
Mm-hmm.
KU is also very competitive depending on what they really want on that day. I've been a player there and I can tell you, somehow these people show up when they want to show up.
So please stay tuned for that. Until next time, keep it Off Pitch Africa.